welcome to Mindless Entertainment. It is I, Jesse Milestone, coming to you on this Friday with both good news and bad news.
I have a really bad feeling about this.
Where people were just walking around, just jizzing force all over the place. He looks like he has been drinking soy from his mother's teat. Wrap yourselves in, guys, because we are gonna get mean!
I got him! Great kid! Don't get cocky!
Welcome to Mindless Entertainment. My name is Jesse Milestone. I am your God Empress and fearless leader of the Mindless Mob. This is my translator, Jeff.
Cyborg relations.
Human cyborg relations. Sorry, I just realized that my mic was sitting here not plugged in, so I'm going to switch over my audio to better audio. Ta-da! Better
Hear our
audio.
dulcet tones.
If Mary was here, she'd really enjoy this microphone.
James Unchained is proud of us. What's up, Crispy Noken? Hello there. Hello there. Greg Kirby has been here very, very, very adamantly hating on Obi-Wan Kenobi. So in good company. Kai MFS, what is up? What is up? Oh my God, Kai, do you wanna come to our St. Patty's Day party? It's in like 2 days. You should come. I forgot to invite everybody. Not everybody.
Weird.
Not that many people. I actually invited some people. I know for a fact that at least 3 people are coming.
We have the same friends, some, a lot of the same friends, and the same way to contact them. I completely forgot about inviting people to a party. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, we're having a party. I should.
Invited Jeremiah. I think he can try to hopefully come. Justin's coming with his girlfriend. Lindsay said she can probably make it. I don't know about Hadass. I don't know about Walsey or any Philly people.
I have a couple local listeners that are listeners, but nobody I want, that I know well enough to invite over.
Nobody you know well enough to dox yourself on.
Yeah,
behalf of.
like the one guy that always wants to hang out and shop toys, I definitely would. Because he's like, you should come over to our house and all this and all that. I'm like, well, if you're going to invite me over and this is your family, well then, how friends interact.
Very reasonable.
Hey, Echo Base Network, what's up, dude? Thanks for joining us on the High Count tonight, Nick. Folks, make sure you subscribe to Echo Base Network as always.
I agree with that.
Nick and Coach put out great content. They have another Star Wars documentary coming out this year. They have a really good one on the Battle of Hoth. I don't know who narrated it, but he did a good job, and it was a lot of fun to do. So make sure you check that one out. I don't know who's involved with that one, but it's great. You hear this guy talk about snow speeders and walkers and General Riken. I don't know, but man, sounds great.
Anyways, this is Jeff, my boyfriend, World Class Bullshitters. He's a guy.
I think they all know me at this point. If anyone here didn't know me, I'd be like,
I'm fucking with them. Oh, Nick, are we going to see you at Horror Hound again? Are you going to be able to make it out to Horror Hound this time around?
He's got a fan meetup. They were on their first fan meetup at a con in Tennessee. Stone Loki's going to be there. Like they got.
I wish we were going. Are you guys making it out to Celebration?
No,
Probably
we're like
not.
the only
Nobody
ones.
is. It's fine. It's too bad. We should have actually made plans.
To what, for Celebration?
Yeah, been like, yo, come out. I don't know.
Well, in our defense, all the tickets that were available had been sold last year, like after the pandemic thing, the first shift. And so like this was like a last minute addition that I got lucky and got those tickets.
Reasonable. What's up, Andy? Also want to shout out to Cody the Bass Man. He's working the night shift tonight, but he's gonna catch the replay. So what's up, Cody?
Have you ever had to work the night shift?
Yeah, I worked an overnight a couple times at Bennington, just once or twice. Security, very boring. It was very boring. Nothing happened. It was not interesting nights that I was working. Bill in the box, and thanks for the shout out, Jeff. Also, hello, SJW Jesse.
You're welcome, Bill. Thank you for all the stuff.
Why am I SJW Jesse? I'm regular Jesse tonight. I don't have blue hair right now.
I haven't seen the wig in a minute.
Yeah, I don't know where it is. I think it's in the bedroom somewhere.
It is in the bedroom.
I
I wonder why it's in the bedroom.
Not for any reasons that you think.
The cat dragged it in there.
Actually, honestly, I think it came out of a suitcase because it had come on a trip once when we were going to maybe use it for something.
Filling, right? Weren't you going to take it to meet the Demanjanai? Was that going to be like the thing?
No, I was going to use it for something else. I don't remember what it was now. All right. Sounds good, Kai. That'd be cool. Maybe Kai can come. Hooray.
Cool.
That'd be fun. I would be excited by that process.
We have to go to the path tomorrow.
Oh, Anna. That was the other person I was going to invite. I was going to invite
Oh,
Anna.
yeah. Please do. She's always fun. We'll have, if Anna can make it, I'll get her a Shamrock Shake. She'll drink that, right?
Probably. It's enough sugar.
It's from McDonald's.
She'll probably hate the mint, though. I don't know. There's something she'll hate. I don't know. Something about it she'll hate.
We're going to get Shamrock Shakes on Thursday.
Hey, you take that back, Greg Kirby. Fight me. Oh, Phil, the Grinch video. Okay. Okay, fine. It's out. The content is out there. I acknowledge that the content is out there. I just don't want you guys to think that that's who I am.
I love our framing, by the way. It looks very dramatic.
Right?
No, when you're up there
When I'm
like that
in the
and
foreground
emoting,
and you're in the background.
it's like we're in some weird movie.
We are in a weird movie. It's all very avant-garde. We're actually talking to each other. We're just not looking at each other.
Our life is a weird movie.
Phil, TMNT, I'd like to meet you one day too. You seem like a pretty cool dude.
It's turtle power.
I did read your message earlier. Turtle power. Phil was like super impressed. Was like TMNT. Oh, Teenage Ninja Turtles. And he was like, oh, you got it right away. I'm like, yeah. Like, what the fuck else is TMNT?
Turd Mutant Tom. Or wait. Oh wait. I don't know. Turd Ferguson.
Make nasty
Thoughts.
teeth. Hail Reese, what's up, Go Birds?
Phil, TMNT, who's your favorite turtle?
Hi, she pancake.
He's
I love
my
you.
favorite.
She pancake's my favorite turtle. Come here.
You know what I'd love to do?
Turtle mongoose.
Turtle mongoose. He's the world's most fearsome mongoose
It's
fiend.
me. I'm the only mongoose. She pancake desperately wants to play.
He always does.
I've been honey dicking him all night, to be fair. Like
Oh.
every time he wants to play, I'm like, no, I can't. And every time I come over to say hi to him for a second, I then like immediately get distracted. Or like he doesn't want to, and then he gets warmed up for it. He's like, I'm ready now. Shadow Man, what's up? Lurking.
Shadow.
What are you two to wear on your back to packs? Ooh, fun fact. I'm going to talk to somebody in the next few days who has been to the Galactic Star Cruiser. I think went for a work thing because he was under NDA.
We watched, or we didn't watch, we went to a website that had a review of all the food up and
Yeah.
looked at all of it. They have this round waffle that's got like the Galactic Star Cruiser logo on it.
Uh-huh.
And then you get 2 sausage links and then this thing that looks like an egg vagina. And it's a folded omelet with cheese, but it looks like an egg vagina.
Oh, it's like one of those like nasty pre-made ones you get like at a Holiday Inn.
All their food is pre-made hotel food. Their scrambled eggs is just a bowl of like. I understand there's a limit to what you can do with scrambled eggs, but when I pay $5,000 fucking dollars for 46 hours of a trip, I better get the top of the fucking line food. Gordon Ramsay. It's cheaper to get Gordon Ramsay food than it is to go there.
Fairmont in San Jose puts out fresh scrambled eggs on their buffet. I've been to plenty of hotels, Marriott's, Hilton's, that put out fresh scrambled eggs on their breakfast.
The
buffets.
Greyhound Tavern in Kentucky, one of the best breakfast places in the Midwest. Check it out. They have real scrambled eggs.
My fucking college, that was a fucking kudos to Bennington. My fucking college put out real scrambled eggs.
Mine did not. Michigan State.
To be fair, my college was less than 700 students, so it was,
My school doesn't have an excuse because they had the largest agricultural.
To be fair, I was about to say, like, your school could
have just got the eggs from the fucking chickens.
Like that should have been part, like a class on campus. Like, all right, it's your job this semester to make sure everyone has fucking eggs.
There's so many people though on campus, they couldn't like. It's a city.
Be a really big class.
It's
Jeff.
a huge
really big class.
My friend Nicole took that class.
How many eggs can one person gather in one morning? That's a great question.
Too many.
Multiply that by the number of students you have to, or divide the number of students you have to feed by that number, and the number of eggs you need by that, and then that's the number of students you need to enroll in egg picking class. Pick the eggs. Pick them good.
Dun, dun, dun,
Pick
dun,
it
dun,
good.
dun, dun.
It's smaller than my high school too, Kai. Weirdly enough, went to a college that was smaller than my high school. Yep.
My high school was 250 dudes across 4 classes, I think, or no?
That was one grade for us, but not all dudes.
Oh, I was talking high
I'm
school.
a dude. He's a dude. She's a dude. We're all dudes. Hey, I'm a dude. No, that's that high school. Yeah, because my high school was about 800 and change, so we were 200 and change a grade.
It was nice going to a private school like that because certain things were insular, I guess. Actually, it was just cool because we could get away with a lot of bullshit and didn't have to worry about, certain things.
That's a lot of Bennington until they all started the social justice warrior movement. I'm so sorry that my college is responsible.
Maybe it's because of the time, but like it was good that there were no girls in the school that I went to because the shit that was like said by like the stuff that was cool with the administration is like funny, but I'm just like,
y'all and cancelers. Robert Anderson, I feel this so much. I thought all meat was USDA grade A until I went to college and saw it was printed on the boxes they purchased to feed us. Right? I also thought that all restaurants had A's for inspections until I saw certain taco trucks in Los Angeles. Bill in the box says, went to MSU, Jeff. No shit. Shout out from the Wayne Westland area.
Yeah, Michigan is near and dear to my heart. Like everybody, I hold up the fucking hand because the mitt goes that way, right? I know that. Hey, point to the middle. That's where Lansing was, in the middle. It was just a thing, though. Like, freshman year, people are like, where are you from? I'm like, Cincinnati, Ohio. They're like, oh, it's cool. I'm from Midland, Michigan. Where is that? And then everyone holds up their fucking hand and goes, I'm about here. And I didn't get it for the first however many months. I'm just like, and I would just hold up my hand as a joke sometimes. Like, I'm from Ohio. No one would get it. But
And the battery's gone. It needs to be charging.
hey, Ninja Lawyer Steve, what's up?
Ninja Lawyer Steve! Fuck you, Ninja Lawyer Steve.
Dude, have you seen his buttons?
I haven't heard him. I haven't heard from him in so long.
I haven't heard from him in a couple days.
And he pops out to go, sorry, Jesse, but I'm feeling down and need to share the misery. You have to read it.
Who is a Hebrew's favorite rapper? Jupac. Suffer.
Speaking of Judaism.
Machiavelli. All right, I meant to say the Tupac shit, not you.
James Unchained is on the thumb. The Thnurn. Star Freakus is back. Welcome back, Star Freakus. I don't want to suffer anymore. But speaking of Judaism, guys, St. Patty's Day this year is also Purim. Purim, the holiday where it is written that one should ply themselves with wine until they can no longer recognize the difference between the phrases praised be Haman, praised be Mordecai, and cursed be Haman. See, I'm already there. So please join us on Thursday on 1-7 Live to learn this. You've heard me tell the drunk Bible stories version of Purim. Hear the high version. It's happening. Also, when you sign up for 1-7 Live and follow me, your God Empress, do it with this link because every time you do, I get $10. Isn't that exciting? It's like usually when you have a link like this where it's like, oh yeah, sign up and I get $10. It's like, oh, I'm sponsoring a product that I'm trying to make you buy. No, this is like my streaming service. This is like if YouTube said, hey, every time you get somebody to download YouTube on their phone, you get $10.
I wish I had $10 for every subscriber.
That'd be nice.
Oh my God. Ah!
Wouldn't that be nice? But yeah. I mean, it's
So would you like?
Hey, it's Pseudo. What's up?
That's a great name.
Mm-hmm.
I have to take a picture of that.
I'm going sleepy for a few minutes, but just popping in here for shits and giggles. I shouldn't have doxed him on it though, because as Pseudonym has mentioned to me, nobody has figured it out before, and I can't actually take credit.
What?
I can't actually take credit because I received personal correspondence from Pseudonym, who was like, "Oh, if you ever see me live, that's my thing," and I was like, "Ah," and he was like, "Yeah, no one's ever figured it out." I'm like, "Oh."
Like who the person is, or that it's a pseudonym is the name, and you
That
don't get it.
Pseudonym is pseudonym. Yeah.
That's sad.
No one's
The
no
second
one's
you
read
said
it
that, I'm like,
aloud.
that is. Why would I pull my phone out to take a picture of that? It wasn't brilliant.
Because people usually read it pseudonym, and if I had said pseudonym, you probably wouldn't have put it together. So.
Oh no, it's me. Spacey.
Alrighty. Well then. Oh no, it's a Disney shell. It's a Disney shell. Andy McCallum says, I loved the Kenobi trailer. Where's my check, Disney? What did you love about it, Andy? What did you love about it? You gotta back that up. Back it up. I need to see some receipts for those Disney checks or your opinions. One of the two, either for your opinions or for the checks from Disney. There you go. Passing on the love. Stole it from a college friend, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Baby Outlaw Hearts. Shrevel says, are you guys stoned already? Yes. Absolutely. Unequivocally. We've already taken multiple hits on the stream. We took multiple hits before the stream. I fucking love you, Sweet Pea. I fucking love you. Okay. What? You're inappropriate. Go away. Somebody, okay. Who's going to be beat to the punch blocking this motherfucker?
No.
Let's go. You are blocked. Come on.
Don't add the
You
moderator.
are reported. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. Not pornography, not child. Hate speech or graphic violence. There you go. Hate speech. That sounds good. Goodbye, Adolf Hitler. Goodbye.
I thought we already said that in 1945.
What a like, how many different ways are you trying to get yourself blocked, asshole? Like, really? Sam Williams. Hey, Jesse, go Birds. Go Birds, Sam Williams. Go fucking Birds. Go Birds. Good times. You were watching Final Destination. Bye, Felicia. That's right. This is high. You can't stay on subject.
Well, let's start talking about.
Ooh, do you want to know my revelation today? Here's my revelation on my stream. I was like, I think that I might be bipolar and I've come out of this depressive thing and now I'm manic. And I was like, wait a second. I haven't had enough energy to be manic. I've been way too lazy to be manic and wanted to sleep too much to be manic. Like, no, I'm just really, really depressed all the time. And now I'm not. I'm finally out of a long ass depression. And I'm like, this is what it's like to be normal and functional. It's amazing. So good. I like it. I'm not fucking going back. You can't take me. You cannot take me back there. Well, we'll just do a hit, Greg Kirby, since we smoke more than we space more than we drink now. Shadow Man.
Not Thursday though. Holy shit! On our things.
We have those 2 resets right in there. Those hangover remedies.
I'm ready. We're gonna get Jameson and all that shit. This is St. Patrick's Day.
Oh hell yeah!
What do you think we are?
It's also the one day of the year
Dry?
Jeff lets me play Dropkick Murphys.
Yeah.
And actually enjoys it. Enjoys the fact that it's Irishy music playing on St.
I
Patrick's
think
Day.
we should watch Boondock Saints this year.
Yes. Oh my god, yes.
I want to run to Best Buy and just buy a copy. I like that movie.
I
enough to
have it
own
on Blu-ray.
Oh, you do?
I think so.
Oh, that's enough.
Do I have it on DVD? Let me see. We have to check, but I think I might have it on Blu-ray.
If you got it on Blu-ray, that's good. More than enough.
I might have it on Blu-ray.
Boondock Saints was not a 4K purchase. Sorry, Troy.
reasonable.
You're not that good.
I do like that movie though. Shadow Man says, here's $20. Sad that this would barely buy you a beer on the LARP cruiser.
Yeah, it's true.
Who the hell is going to drop that kind of cash on
Did
it?
you see that price? $22 for a domestic beer.
Dude, even stadiums and concert venues don't charge you that kind of shit.
When I was at New York, MetLife, in 2013, I paid like $9 for a thing, and then clam strips were like $20 to get a drink in clam strips, and that was in New York City. Technically New Jersey, but you're still paying the premium tax prices.
Who the hell is going to drop that kind of cash? I wonder if there are things you can do to get kicked off the trip. Okay, goals. Who wants to help us achieve this goal?
Yeah, send us to the Star Cruiser, and we'll be the first people kicked out.
We'll get kicked out. We'll totally get kicked out. Help us raise enough money. Help us make enough money that we can go to the fucking Galactic Star Cruiser, and we will become the first people to get kicked out.
And we'll live stream the whole fucking
We will.
thing.
We'll fucking do it. Even if we're not allowed to.
Oh shit! Well, she'll be
Especially if we're not
on. She'll be
allowed
on
to.
1-7 Live. I'll be on the YouTube channel and the new platforms and stuff, and it'll just be like with GoPros built into our fucking Han Solo jet. I'm gonna go dressed as Grand Moff Tarkin or an Imperial officer in general, and we have one of those Imperial things on. And people are like, "Oh, you're dressed as whatever." I'm like, "Yeah, I just want to be part of the show in a different way." And then I'm gonna be filming the whole fucking thing.
Fuck yeah!
I hope they have an astromech droid because I'm gonna kick the shit out of it. I'm like, "Fuck you, R2, boo!"
Dude, we're gonna get totally kicked out.
I actually want to get arrested. I don't want to just get kicked out. I want to be arrested and banned from Disney for fucking life.
Yes!
I want to burn that motherfucker to the ground. No, I'm just
Hashtag goals. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. We have to keep our intentions slightly under wraps, otherwise they won't let us in. But totally give us all your money so that we can go.
The thing is, we're on a list somewhere for these people because
Hasbro, such a close eye on us.
Hasbro approached me once, and I never approached them. Remember Celebration? The people from Hasbro knew my face. So I'm just saying, like, people have us on a list for like whatever somewhere.
They clearly think I'm a domestic terrorist.
I mean,
Shrevels. Greg Kirby did say that we had to take a shot, but we don't. So we do have to take a hit though. So she says, check out the first poop posting by the British. Lambeth Walk Yahtzee Style by Charles A. Ridley. What? Okay. I'm confused about this, but I'm going to take a screenshot and look it up and be unconfused. Or should I look this up now? Is this something that I should look up now? I can do this. Lambeth Walk. Lambeth Walk Nazi Style, 1941 film. Okay. Doing the Lambeth Walk.
Schickelgruber.
Is this a Nazi propaganda film? Yep. It's a musical.
Schickelgruber.
Oh my god.
Schickelgruber.
Oh my god. I'm so morbidly curious about this. But wait, you're saying this was a shitpost? This is like a British troll job? Oh my god. Okay, now I think we have to.
Released Christmas
Yep.
1941.
Charles A. Ridley of the UK Ministry of Information. Uh, Yep, it's a troll job. It is trolling Nazis. Expert. Excellent. All right. I will
Nazis, I
not
hate
play it
these
on here
guys.
because I hate getting copy strikes, which YouTube is all up into. But I've got it open over here and I'm gonna watch it. I'm totally gonna watch it afterwards. For show. For show.
GMC for show.
GMC for show. Ninja Lawyer Steve says, I know, aren't I a stinker?
Hi,
But
Bugs.
ever since I moved to Texas, I'm never awake for your show. What'd you move to Texas for?
Are you going to be in the Dallas-Fort Worth area around WrestleMania weekend?
Or did you do that thing that everyone's doing where I'm like, I moved to Texas to be more conservative, and then you moved to Austin or some shit like that?
Hey, are we still doing that pizza meetup?
Oh yeah, we're trying to do a pizza meetup.
Yeah, I got to make
talk to
those
Gremlins,
announcements.
Phil.
We should pick a place.
We should pick a day.
It should be Friday
Friday.
because Saturday is
Oh, yeah.
WrestleMania
True
and
that.
Sunday is
Duh.
WrestleMania. It's a 2-day event now.
Duh.
Oh, 10 hours of fun. Fuck you, Vince McMahon. I mean, one show, 3 hours,
Yeah, don't
8
be a
matches.
cunt. Don't be a cunt, Vince. All right, Friday night, Dallas, Fort Worth area. We are going to have a meetup somewhere. We're going to be at a place at a time. If anyone has any suggestions, let us know. But we'll be at a place at a time, Dallas, Fort Worth, Friday before WrestleMania. That'll be April 1st. April Fool's Day. Not a joke. We will actually be there.
Grimaldi's Pizzeria has a 4.3 rate. Oh, wait, no. Cane Rosso has a 4.5 with 2.2 thousand.
We also know a bunch of people in the area. So
This place might be a little too highbrow, though, as a pizza place for a meetup.
Baby Outlaw says, can I join y'all on the Star Cruiser and help you guys get kicked out?
Sure.
Fuck yeah. you
Remember, that price is for 3 adults and a child. So I'm going to call up Jeremiah and he'll be our
can.
child.
Oh my God, yes.
What a weird group.
Yeah.
We'll get him to shave and everything. And they'll be like, he's our child.
I think that, I don't know, I might have me or Sweepy might have the better shot of passing. I'm a teenager.
I don't
It'd
know
be
what
like a
Sweetie
child
looks like,
child.
so.
Not like a child, but like a person.
Is her name Anakin?
I moved to Texas because of a job offer. I'm a couple hours from Dallas with gas costs
Yeah.
the way they are, to be fair.
Ninja Lawyer Steve, we will meet one day. Don't worry.
You're hilarious, Alexander the Great. Hilarious.
Actually, left it that one genuinely.
Well, I hope it's a good job, and I hope it's treating you well and respecting you the way you deserve. You are, after all, a ninja and a lawyer.
And Steve.
And Steve. Hashtag Disney Hotel Kickout. Let's make it happen.
That sounds like a wrestling move.
Make it happen. I agree, Davian Donaldson. I love Cody and Baby Outlaw's recent Resident Evil fandom jump video. Please check it out. Please do. Cody is the Bass Man. He is super, super talented. He makes amazing content all of the time. Please check out his stuff.
Hey, Baby Outlaw, did you see the new Resident Evil? Because I watched it and I didn't hate it, and I really want somebody to talk about it with. So, like I said on air, if this movie was made in 1998, the year it took place, it would be looked back on as the best video game movie ever made. Just saying, it's like, if you look at it in that context, it's a solid movie. I can't wait. Wait, did I buy it already, or was I gonna buy it?
You were gonna. I don't know if you did.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, guys, more reasons to sub to Cody. By the way, is I will be doing one of his next fandom jumps for The Godfather. Also, fun fact, it is The Godfather's. It is its fucking 50th anniversary.
Yeah.
And so
Wait. I was gonna say the Batsman Presents. That's not him.
No, this is him.
I was like, Cody, you've changed.
He got
You've
black.
darkened. I like your logo for Documania. That's the WrestleMania 23 logo you repurposed. Well done. Just looks great. Like you took a good design, which was like weird industrial, meant to look like car and Art Deco, and made something cool. This one right here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, there it is. Phantom Jump, Resident Evil Phantom Jump. Oh, Baby Outlaw right update in front. So guys, definitely check that out. Also, I will be doing the Godfather Phantom Jump with Cody. Also, guys, make sure you check out the Discord. It's in the link tree. Do all the things from the link tree. Lots of things. This is operational things. Do link tree, do that. Join the Discord at the end of the month. Wednesday, next Wednesday, actually, a week from this Wednesday. Next Wednesday, we will be watching The Godfather over there on the Discord in honor of said 50th anniversary
Discord.
and all that stuff. Also, use the affiliate link that is included in that link tree, or I will also post it here to make sure you've downloaded 17 Live and follow me at m.e.godempress. Boom. And if you use that link to download the app, I get $10, and then you can join us on Thursday for Purim/St. Patty's Day, where we are going to get turned the fork up. We got turned the fuck up on my 17 live stream earlier. We did a lot of weed, and then I played Comfortably Numb. It was pretty great. Oh, and then I learned how to play that burn one down.
I heard you playing that one.
Yeah.
I knew exactly what you were
You're
playing.
like, ah! Yeah.
How do I want to celebrate St. Patty's Day this year that's different than last? Because
More weed?
it's fine, but I'm trying to think of like something like an event that we don't normally do, you know? Like we always get messed up and have fun, but like we could get Ship Pancake a little white beard and a green hat, and he should tell the story of how St. Patrick scared all the snakes out of Ireland.
Yeah, I'll be a leprechaun. How about that?
If only you would just let us dress you up, Ship Pancake, you are the world's cutest cat already. Oh, he looked right at me when I said that. That's kind of weird.
Baby Outlaw says, was it Welcome to Raccoon City, or was it the anime?
Welcome to Raccoon City. I liked that movie. With the exception of Leon Kennedy's casting, like I kept watching it going like, not a woke movie because everybody in this movie's white.
Dude,
Like everybody except Leon. Is he Mexican? Is he Greek? I don't know, but he's not Leon. Leon's supposed to have blonde hair, but it's just like a generic ass action movie, man. Like it's just straight up Assault on Precinct 13 with zombies.
Davian Donaldson said I didn't hate it either, Jeff. I thought it was good.
I wish if more movies were that average, entertainment would be that much better. Like I know that sounds like a weird low bar, but it's kind of a high bar to reach.
Pseudonym, do you happen to live in New Zealand? Because there's a lot of sheep over there for sure. Good night, Pseudonym. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for giving us love.
Hey, buddy.
Alexander the Great. My birthday's in November. I'm a Sagittarius. End of November. What are you doing up here aside from being a you?
Looking away because you called him out.
Okay. By the way, guys, I know we're here to talk about some Star Wars things. I don't know if it's been said or covered or not, but I can tell you exactly how this little Obi-Wan Kenobi miniseries is going to go. You get 4 episodes of building up this Black Inquisitor chick lady person thing with intercut with some boring ass exposition about Obi-Wan's life watching baby Luke. And then you're going to get 2 episodes in the end where he gets dragged off and then has to fight Darth Vader in the last one and all that stuff. And it's just going to totally fall apart and make no sense because they're going to be like, action, 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 action. And we'll be like, mm-hmm. And that's it. And that's how it's going to be. It's going to be really dissatisfying. It's not going to make sense by Obi-Wan's character, just like his encounter with Darth Vader isn't going to make sense. It doesn't make sense to have all of these lightsabers kicking around. It doesn't make sense to have all of these lightsaber users in the Empire. It doesn't make sense to have non-Force trained people be able to use lightsabers. And I've talked about it. Very Lucas treated lightsabers very specifically. He wasn't always consistent with everything. He wasn't always he didn't always know where he was going when he got started, but with the lightsaber, he treated it with a certain reverence from the start. Where there's only one time where a non-Jedi character or Sith character uses a lightsaber in his movies, and that's when Han cuts open the Tauntaun, which, by the way, I also argue is one of the strongest pieces of evidence for people who are in the camp of Han is low-level Force sensitive, which I do think he is. Anywhoozle. But Lucas treats it that way. He treats the lightsaber as if you're not a Jedi, you're just not going to know what to fucking do with it. And whether he had a reasoning for it or not, I don't really care. For me, the logical reason, and one of the explanations I've always heard is, well, it's made of light. It doesn't really have mass. And if you know anything about sword fighting, it's very difficult to manipulate a blade and understand where your blade is in space if it has no mass. And so you need a Force user to use it to actually know where the blade is so you can wield it, without just not randomly, which is why someone like a General Grievous would be the only other logical choice to use one, because he's part machine and can just basically use it as a mechanized, calibrate its dimensions and use it as a mechanized function. So yeah, it's just a button, Star Freakus, but being able to turn it on and being able to use it are two different things. It's like, I mean, in that regard, I think that was where Lucas always had the idea of a lightsaber being like a katana, where if you know anything about a katana, any asshole can swing a katana. It's a very impressive weapon, though. I mean, you've seen in the demonstrations where they're cutting trees and all these thick things in half, watermelons, what have you. There's a reason Fruit Ninja's the game. But you or I, if we grabbed a katana, I might have a better shot than your average Joe Schmo, because they have an idea how to use a sword. But your average Joe Schmo who grabs a katana and swings it is not going to get through a whole hell of a lot, because it's a really specifically weighted weapon. And it's not actually an efficient tool, which is why I always call bullshit too. I hate that part in fucking Pulp Fiction where Bruce Willis is like, I'm gonna pass up all of these blunt force weapons, even though I'm a boxer. I'm a guy who uses striking and force to fight, for one that requires finesse and technique, even though there's no reason I should have any idea how to fucking use a katana. Now, if we get a little short film backstory that shows me how he was like some kendo expert back in high school, then I'm down. Then I'm shutting up. Then I'm fucking shutting up. Huh?
How was his form?
Retarded.
All he had to do is cut the one guy's belly.
Thing is, like, even there, it's like he probably would have just, in actuality, if you don't know what you were doing, he would have just like made a painful but blunt cut on his side. Because it's it's the whole thing of the technique. It's a slicing weapon, but you need to apply the appropriate amount of force on the edge in order to do it. And it's a force injury, the combination of force.
I'm glad he didn't, though, use a blunt weapon, because 26 years later, or whatever many years, we still remember that scene. That's a cool scene. Because it all just leads to the shotgun and the dick, which I hate.
Yeah, I actually, that's a scene that I don't remember. Thing is, I don't remember him going into the room that much at all. Like, even this last time we watched it, like that part, I'm still like, oh yeah, I don't remember all the pieces in that. I think it's because I'm so fixated on how stupid his choice is. And I'm just like, in Pulp Fiction, Butch taking the samurai sword. Like, yeah, no, the thing is that another monster. I agree with you. It's a stylistic Quentin Tarantino symbolic choice, but I think it's also reflective of, it's a excellent way to point to someone, or to point to Tarantino's tendency towards self-indulgence. Hi, hon. You have been so into love. You had so into love. Oh, hon boy. No, the guy didn't rape him. The guy raped the other guy.
Marcellus Wallace.
Yeah, Marcellus Wallace was getting raped. Ving Rhames was in there getting fucking raped. He had the meat in his ass. Just saying, he did.
I've seen the Arby's commercials.
I felt like that was a good joke. I felt like it deserved like a giggle or something, or like an acknowledgement. You fucking laughed at Alexander the Great putting a wrench next to his thing. I made effort.
I'm laughing again at it.
I put an effort into that joke. That's why I hate puns. Exactly. Symbolism and Tarantino. That's my biggest dig on Tarantino.
I didn't have to see any more fucking feet in that scene.
Yeah. I refer to, there's a moment I refer to in a little documentary I made in college as my Tarantino moment. And this is the moment where I just show you the time lapse of making an entire dish for Thanksgiving in a documentary about my mom for no reason, to dancing with myself, just to that music the whole time for no fucking reason. Why? Honestly, because I thought it was because I liked it. And I was like, well, if Quentin Tarantino were making this movie, he would keep this in simply because he liked it. So I called it my Quentin Tarantino moment. No matter how you slice it or want to justify it because you think Tarantino is brilliant and every decision he makes is great, that part does not fit. I understand why. I understand the reasoning behind the choices, and I get it. Shot to the gun to the dick is justice, Star Freakus. But that does not make sense. You may like it, you may enjoy it, blah. I don't think it makes sense in the flow of the movie. I don't think it's justified. Even if you understand the symbolism, what he's going for, I don't think he justifies putting it in. I think it's one of those things.
Every part of that movie, though, you could find that for each one of the vignettes, and it kind of makes that movie a little lesser if you look at it like that.
No, I don't agree though. I think that a lot of his other moments of symbolism are much more justified and much more woven in.
Oh
and
no, I
much
don't
more...
mean symbolism. I just mean like accuracy taking you out of the movie.
It's not about accuracy. It's about the justification of the symbolism. It's about you've chosen a piece of symbolism that's you've chosen a piece of symbolism that's very, very directly tied to a culture, an art form, a fighting form. And you've introduced it to a character who is a fighter, but fights in a completely different style and way and hasn't shown any indication whatsoever that he is attached in any or understands.
You actually make me like it a little more
form.
though now, because now like thinking of like the Noble Warrior in a different time. I never put
cognitive dissonance.
I didn't
It's
put
everyone's
Butch in that
fucking
thing.
Cognitive dissonance. It's everyone's fucking cognitive. Tarantino is brilliant. This movie is brilliant, so I have to justify it. And the more you hate it, the more I'll love it. It's fine. It's fine. Hello, Gerald Vance. It's nice to see you. It's very nice to see you. I love Mila Jovovich. I always thought her character of Alice was actually Rebecca Chambers.
Oh, I always just thought like the Resident Evil movies and the games were just their own thing, to the point where like I've only seen a couple of the movies. I haven't seen every Mila Jovovich one because I don't like them. The first one's fine, and then there's not the one in the desert, but the one after the one in the desert where they should have ended the franchise, where they introduced the girl with the 2 guns and the glasses and the sunglasses or whatever. Yeah, that was they were too big and kinetic. Like Resident Evil's small. You got the damn corridor cameras for all those games. You turn and the camera turns with you. I liked that this Resident Evil made you feel like you were in a claustrophobic space. Raccoon City felt like a podunk town that would get used up by a pharmaceutical company and would get kind of blown up off the map. It's cool. It wasn't a mining town, but it kind of felt like that. And they found justification too for a lot of the crazier elements, which didn't need to be justified to make them realistic. It just fleshed out the story. So it's like, why aren't these characters getting sick? Because they keep the cops healthy. Why didn't this thing happen? Because they tell you why. Little bits like that make a very average movie, I won't say watertight, but it just feels complete. And so I'm very happy to consume it.
That makes sense. Sweepy, did we ever get your take? Did you see that one? It was Raccoon City. But did you ever get your take on if you saw it or liked it? I think Kai's right. Han isn't force sensitive. He's force macho. Get it straight. He's too tough on the outside to admit he's force sensitive on the inside.
I like Alexander the Great talking about that right there.
Nope.
That's a great one.
Refuse.
Wait, you allow Star Wars puns, so
I do
you
allow
can't
Star Wars.
refuse.
Fine. I do allow Star Wars puns. I didn't even get far enough to see what it was. Okay, how did Darth Vader know what Luke was getting for Christmas? He felt his presence. That sounds kind of dirty. Sounds kind of dirty.
I just was seeing little kid Luke Skywalker shaking a Christmas box.
Oh,
hey, it's your hand that
did you ever see the
it's your hand that fucking Count Dooku cut off. Oh, Dad! Then he gives him the hand he cut off Luke, and then they share.
Did you? I think I have it somewhere. The Luke Skywalker and Friends book, or like
I've seen that.
The little one,
Darth, Luke and Dad.
Luke and Dad.
Yeah.
It's so cute. I love it.
They did a sequel or a sequel trilogy one.
I like. Oh, ew. No, I don't like that. I don't want that at all.
There's a level of cutesy I can accept. That's almost crossing the line. That Luke Skywalker story.
It was adorable. I'm just saying. Oh my God, Alexander the Great. Was BB hungry? No, BB ate.
I saw that.
That's bad.
I just hate that movie.
It's bad. That was bad.
The soccer ball droid.
Yeah.
I would just love a video of somebody coming up to kick BB-8 and the Wilhelm scream, the computer editing from C3 or from R2 when he gets shot. Of the Death Star. Wow! Right with Captain Marvel getting kicked out of fucking Endgame, punched out by Thanos.
Punched out of the movie.
You got knocked the fuck out, man.
Out of the movie. I just like that she literally got punched out of the movie. Like,
yeah,
that was it. She's gone until like she wore.
So did you watch the Miss Marvel trailer?
No.
Because all she does is worship Captain Marvel. Like I'd say a third of the trailer is a third of the trailer is her gushing about Captain Marvel, and she even has her own costume, which begs the question though: how does this girl even know Captain Marvel? Because Captain Marvel is not an Earthbound hero. She was here in 1995. She fucked off till the Thanos event, and then fucked right back off because we have other movies that take place.
When was she written into the comics?
The one in the 70s, like the Carol Danvers character.
Yeah, when did she first appear in the comics?
70s.
So then I might that songs that go something like that.
No,
they would
Miss-
have to.
Miss Marvel, this version is
So-
2013.
So
Okay. Miss Marvel is a name for different characters.
okay, so okay.
Marvel.
I'm really high now. You start everything over.
Okay.
Okay. Miss Marvel trailer dropped.
Yes. Based on Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel.
Kamala
the
Khan,
kid,
Miss Marvel.
the little kid, the one that can stretch, the Muslim girl.
Right. Okay. And it's nothing to do with Captain Marvel.
Well, the whole point
but
of
she's obsessed with Captain Marvel. Okay. So when is hers taking place?
currently
In modern day, she's obsessed with,
Captain Marvel's
Captain
heroic
Marvel.
exploits.
but
She's never had any.
she doesn't have any that anybody on Earth knows about at all. She's a fucked off.
That's it. That's the whole.
Okay, sorry.
that's
I'm
the-
sorry that
no.
took me
You
so
don't need to
long.
apologize, but that's the problem of the fucking show. Like, how? What? Because Disney, you want my fucking money every month for these things. So why do you challenge my intelligence when I ask
Yeah.
a simple question like that?
I mean, it's fine. It's like how they put "Come as You Are" as her familiar song when she was not on Earth when that
she would have
song-
never heard that song. Is it 1991? Right?
Yeah, and she was fucked off
Yeah.
during that.
She was going.
Yeah.
Oh, but it was 1989. It doesn't fucking matter. Bleach was out then. Maybe she heard Big Cheese.
Yeah, like nothing. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Why? It's like, it's like that Rookie episode that was trying to sell us on that one character that we're like, why? Just write him out of the show. Last night.
Oh, that
you
one.
know?
Okay, yeah.
And I'm like, this feels like the same kind of thing. Like, oh, we're just gonna keep making things telling you how great Captain Marvel is, so maybe you'll eventually believe it and accept her.
Well, I would believe it if the company didn't rebrand. You don't rebrand a superhero movie unless you're worried. Almost every superhero film on record has the titular character or characters in the title. Every Batman movie and if it's not his name, it's a moniker he goes by. The Dark Knight. Everyone knows that Batman's the Dark Knight. So I've never seen someone like, oh, the Marvels. Well, we're not really rebranding it. We're adding Miss Marvel in. No, you're rebranding because this is, this movie is, right? This is the prelude to Captain Marvel 2, which is just going to be this weird Batman and Robin girl power movie where she's going to be Miss Marvel.
Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel.
Yeah, that movie's announced already.
Why?
Because Captain Marvel 2 isn't happening. So this movie is Captain Marvel 2. Both of them.
Have they officially announced that Captain Marvel 2 is not happening yet? Or
Yes, they officially announced last year that Captain Marvel 2 has been retitled as The Marvels.
Oh,
So
so they've
they rebranded it, yeah.
pussied out from Captain Marvel.
Because it was never a success. Hollywood accounting is bullshit.
They can lie to you as much as they want. They do even I mean, it's like literally a thing. They make up the numbers based on whatever narrative they want. They add or subtract various costs, production costs, marketing costs, etc., depending on whether they want to show a profit or a loss, and how much of each they want. That. Bye, Andy. Yeah, I'm surprised that you were even awake because I thought you had gone to bed already.
It's
but I
like
guess
3
you
a.m.
got
over there?
restless. Yeah, probably.
Oh no, it's got to be later.
I don't know how time works.
It'd be 5 a.m., 5:28.
They changed her powers for the Disney Plus show. What is her powers now?
Oh yeah, she's like Green Lantern. She like wears this bracelet thing and like shoots out energy and shit. In the comics, she just stretches like Reed Richards. Now she's got.
Why did they change it?
You know why, right?
No.
Fantastic Four comes out in a couple years. They've already announced that's part of Phase 4. You'll kill Fantastic Four if Miss Marvel does what Reed Richards does. So it's like you can alter Miss Marvel because she's a nothing pissant character that no one gives a fuck about in the grand scheme of things, which is cool because they finally learned we can't mess with the Fantastic Four because we have one more shot. No other superhero franchise has had this many chances to launch a series and never worked. This is it for the Fantastic Four because Marvel's never going to Disney's never getting rid of Marvel.
Reasonable.
Surprisingly
Hey,
good chocolate.
Actually, I was thinking this is the best Hershey chocolate I've ever had,
Yeah.
guys. This is organic Hershey's special dark mildly sweet chocolate. It's just legit.
I kind of like how artisanal food has become so mainstream because it makes the big producers try to get on their level.
Like this.
Like this, or like with craft beer taken over. Wasn't there a thing a couple of years ago where they tried to stifle like a lot of craft brewery distribution? I'm glad it didn't work. Because if mainstream beer was all that was available, I wouldn't drink a lot of it. Like only Bud Light and Miller.
Hey, you guys! Hey, Doxy Mama.
Hey, remember that time you ate your weight in Godfather's Pizza? Or the time that Michael Jackson came over to your house to use the bathroom?
Shut up, Chunk. You're a fucking liar.
All right, Michael Jackson didn't come over to use the bathroom in my house, but his sister did.
Fucking liar, Chunk. Eat your fucking ice cream.
Apple. Chocolate Eruption, Rocky Road. He's so fucking funny. I'm sad he never did anything else. Yeah, he's a successful lawyer out here, so maybe we'll need to hire him one day. Jeff Cohen, attorney at law.
That would be hilarious.
My lawyer would be so personally offended. You got the kid from the Goonies over me?
I mean,
You're not licensed to practice out here, bro. Like,
I honestly think he would be the opposite of offended. He'd be tickled. He'd be like, "Can we meet?" He needs to consult with me because I have all of your, I know all the facts.
I'm like, all right, buddy, you got it, dude.
I mean, go on.
Is there any more of that chocolate? Cool. So, hey, the piece is really good.
Mm-hmm.
We should make this a regular purchase.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Mom.
Baby Outlaw says, "I am Chunk." That's me. I only recently saw the Goonies like a year ago. That was good, man. That's okay. I didn't see it till I was not an adult.
I'm gonna text Go Big. Tell him why. Why so long?
Why?
You have no excuse.
Yell at your
We've been
husband.
friends for a while on Facebook. I know what's up.
Yeah.
Last year? Come on.
No, I'm Chunk too. I love ice cream. Rocky Road is my favorite, by the way.
You don't like chocolate eruption or apple?
They're fine.
I've never seen apple flavored ice cream anywhere in my life.
Me neither. It's weirdest choice ever.
I am fascinated by foods that are talked about in movies that don't exist.
Doxy Mama says, "I remember Swenson's ice cream."
Why do I feel like I knew Swenson's ice cream?
Is that what they eat in the Goonies?
Yeah, but like having like seen it though,
Oh.
experienced it.
Did they make a green apple flavor?
Is it as good as that smoothie? I doubt it.
Kind of great smoothie.
Just like Sean Asmus here in Lord of the Rings.
Yes, he is. Philip Gage says, "It's the adorable Jay. Stay adorable. Greetings from Dallas. It's Gremlin Phil." Yes!
Are you going to
I
be at
knew
the
it was
pizza
you.
meadeup?
Okay, so I want you to help us arrange the pizza meetup.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah,
if
you
you
are
don't
the
mind.
pizza meetup.
Okay. Friday night, April 1st, we need a place to gather for a pizza meetup in Dallas. So we're gonna do that. We want to meet you, Sweet Pete, anyone else who's in the area who wants to come hang. It's gonna be a thing. We're
The
gonna do
real
a thing.
killer of JFK, you're invited as well.
Yeah, if you're still out there.
If you're still alive.
Um,
Thank you, Jack Ruby.
so we're going there. Apple pie ice cream I've had.
I have to.
That's good. It's just delicious. It's like, well, why have apple pie en la mode when you can just have apple pie in la mode?
I do love it. Apple pie on mode.
I love you. What?
I love you too.
Aw.
I had a sheltered child.
I'm sorry.
I understand, but
This shouldn't happen.
how long have you been married?
We're not blaming you at this point.
Yeah,
We're
it's
blaming
never
him.
been you, actually. It's always been him. I'm like,
It's not your fault. We're blaming him.
yeah, like, bro, the Goonies. Come on, man.
Come
It's
on, dude.
it's not even just a child.
Did you
It is
text him yet? I'm going to text him.
You should right now. How the fuck?
Okay.
All right, Stefan. What is your trivia question?
What? That's exciting, but terrible. Sorry, look, Palsy might be.
Oh, wow. What a great job, though.
Yeah.
Good for him. It's a nice job, too.
Yeah. He was working something with them before, and so yeah. Yeah. yelling it. Oh, who frack off Velvet Carbs here?
Thanks for joining us from the High Council this evening.
How are you, my friend? Sorry, I have to yell at someone. Excuse me.
Hello there.
Um,
I'll talk to the chat. So,
howdy,
for this
other
pizza
people.
meetup that we're going to have in Dallas, make sure that we have. Do we want to make sure they have like good pepperoni rolls? That's not important. That's not important now.
Just something, just honestly, space.
Yeah.
Some place that's going to have space for people to gather.
Plus, Dan's going to have his own portion of the restaurant, so he can have his own pizza and just.
That's true. Oh, dude, Sweet Pea, I'm so excited to meet you. Don't be nervous. It's not gonna. There's nothing nervous thing.
Why would Sweet Pea be nervous to meet us? I feel like we know her at this point. Oh, he sent us a thing about Scott Hall dying.
Yeah.
I'm excited to show you that match.
The Goonies to your woman until last year. Even I was not
You
there.
asshole. Actually, don't have to add that part.
From Jeff, you asshole. I'm specifically
Oh.
adding it from you. From Jeff, you asshole.
Live on air. You're getting
It's me not doxing you. There's nothing to dox from that pig.
which match? Razor Ramon. It is a sad day for the Wolfpack, Pagan. It was nice though, because I brought up Razor Ramon. Every guy on the panel had like a frame of reference, so we all just like nice moment of silence and shit. We're talking about it for a second. I was like, cool. Without Mary there, we actually talked about wrestling for a while.
Pagan God sings his NWO on it.
Yeah.
Not too sweet.
Yeah, but
Too sweet.
that is.
Too
He's
sweet.
Wolf. Now, Pagan God is the Wolfpack NWO. It's black and red. One day you will know what that means.
Okay.
Because it's just look. Let me put it like this real quick. The NWO is one of the biggest moments in wrestling history that altered the course of everything.
Okay.
But it also shit the bed so fast that it became so bad that when it died, no one cared anymore. Like it was that bad. Because it used to be 3 guys, and then it became 4 guys, 5 guys, 10 guys, 20 guys,
I like
old
that,
people.
guys.
It's a good place.
Mhm.
Mike Joseph says no pizza meetup at Sharonville, or is Horror Hound all about the booze? I do need to get us stuff organized in
mean,
Cincinnati.
Like we'll be at Horror Hound, and then like we'll go to dinner at places and tell you where we're going. So
The only night we won't be doing that is the Chili's one.
Oh,
'Cause,
yeah, we
my
gotta
mom.
fit.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the most part, Horror Hound is basically a giant meetup. So
Yeah, honestly, I don't.
come to the con, we'll probably at least have one big, out dinner and stuff. And
Oh,
just
yeah.
let people know what's up there.
I called a couple of my local friends already.
There you go. And
Still, Gabby, Dan.
not allowed to just run
Robber.
this the Five Guys thing too. Baby Outlaw says Serious Pizza is a great place. Nice. Gremlinton says name's Gremlinton. Welcome, Gremlinton. That's nice.
It's a
to
cool
meet you.
name. It sounds like a place that would be in an R.L. Stein book.
Sounds like a lot of gremlins. Multiple gremlins.
A ton of them.
You are, in fact, a gremlin. Well played, sir.
Like a
well
car?
played. In the face. Gremlinton. Yeah. Good shit. My brain is not processing it. Ruby also beats the place. Probably that's okay. So Sweet Pea said, what was it?
Serious or not serious?
Sorry, Serious Pizza. Yeah. Didn't Cane Rosso's that one you looked at
Yeah.
that was like, and then they were like, it's too hoity-toity.
Yeah, that was the first place I went
There
to.
you
Like,
go.
oh, this looks good. They have honey balsamic pizza. Too pricey.
Serious Pizza, Elm Street, Dallas. Yeah.
Will Freddy Krueger be there? Because that's going to dictate if I
Jeff,
want to eat.
you know who won't be there?
JFK.
David Sierra,
Oh. Ha!
because he lives in New Jersey now.
I'm really sad JFK won't be there in spirit either.
Yo,
I
Sweet Pea,
stand
there's
here
one
before
in
you today.
Dallas, and they have a Fort Worth location. Is one better than the other? Serious Pizza gives you huge slices. Good.
I'm there.
That's good. And good space inside, like good room.
There'll be plenty of good space. Jesse, we're there.
Good kind of like spot to bring a group of people. Yeah, looks solid. Looks solid. Signature huge slice.
How huge is it?
Uh,
We call it Deep
Deep
Ellum.
Ellum. Deep Ellum. What the fuck?
Thank you, Doxy Mama.
All
It
right.
was dark.
All right, Dallas.
I can't get over it.
Sweet Pea can vouch for Dallas. All right. Sounds tight. Okay. So tentative plans for Serious Pizza on April 1st. It's going to happen.
I
my
can
foot.
handle that amount of pizza.
That's reasonable. I want a head size of pizza. Like that's of his head though. That's a big piece. Ow. Don't drive by the book depository.
Wasn't gonna.
I never have. I've been to Dallas many, many times. I just never thought to like
I
even
have.
do it.
We did by mistake.
Oh.
We
I wonder if I ever have and just haven't realized it.
So what happened
Might
is
have, I
when
didn't
we
know.
went to WrestleMania last time, we had to pay to park at this venue. So we parked and waited but our we couldn't get in for hours. So we're like, we're just gonna hang out in downtown Dallas. Terrible idea. There was nothing to fucking do. We walked around for hours. We ran, like, we just got lost downtown for so long, just walking around. And then we took a picture with a Rosa Parks statue, and that was about it.
There is a little park across the street from the convention center in Dallas that has like a little statue of some like bulls being herded that are fun to play on when you're a teenager. Used to go play in that park.
Pretty sure I was there that time because the convention center was where WrestleMania was.
Oh, nice. There you go.
Or the fan access.
There you go.
We need to make sure they're doing that this year.
Mm-hmm. Runs with Phantoms says pre-gaming before St. Patty's Day. Jameson, Bailey's, and Guinness. Nice. I'm so for schnickered right now. Tight. Spicy honey pepperoni pizza is 2 plots over.
Boo.
What?
They canceled fan access
No.
just 3 days ago.
Lame. Why?
I'm gonna find out right now. Probably COVID.
It's because it's my first year going.
Yeah, because they show NXT there too. You would have saw Dexter Lumis wrestle for free.
Aww.
And you can like touch him.
Dexter's Bay. I wanted to touch Dexter Lumis. I love him. I don't love him as much as I love MJF. It's different though. Dexter Lumis is a much more mature type of psychopath. It's different. It's very different. There was an X where the president was shot. There's a museum about it too. I'd like to check that out at some point. I do find that whole thing very interesting. I like how I promised we were going to talk about Star Wars and we have not talked a lot. We did. We talked a bunch about the hotel and how stupid it was. Oh yeah, we're going to get kicked out of it.
We covered everything.
There you go. We talked about things. There's the Bishop Art District in Dallas. Is that a place? There's a book bar there too. What is that? It's like a bar where you drink and read.
That sounds...
It's vaguely counterproductive.
Yeah, definitely with 5 people though. That would be a terrible place.
Wow.
It's like, hey, can you be quiet? No, we're in a fucking bar, but this is a library. You see why they don't blend?
No.
I do.
We know something about being quiet or it being a library.
I can't read with raucous behavior.
You're a library.
Thank you.
Oh, I have knots in my feet. She pancake. What's up, Mongoose? I love you too. That was such a long blink. In fact, it's just a forever blink. You just fell asleep in the middle of blinking at me, didn't you? He did. Oh, my foot. When is fan access usually? What day is that?
Every day.
Oh,
it's usually got like 4 or 5 pass-throughs a day too, because it's like a multi-hour event. But usually you have like 4 hours. The best one to do is the last one of the day, because that's the longest one. They don't make you leave, so you can just kind of hang out, and that's when a lot of the wrestlers will be on their way to the Hall of Fame. So you have a lot of freedom to do whatever you want with the people that are still there.
Jade's Love Act Mandatory Carry. What's up? Hashtag keep fighting. Thank you for your
Let's
message.
fighting love.
Let's fighting love.
Hey.
Let's fighting love.
Hey,
Take a day.
I
do. Protect my balls.
That's fighting
love.
So the first time I ever listened to that all the way through was on the way back from your hotel the night of Game of Thrones final season opener.
Also, Dimebag Darrell is buried in the Arlington Cemetery just down the road.
My cousin was at that show.
Oh, weird. That's weird.
Jason, yeah.
Uh-huh.
He was living up there.
It must have been upsetting.
I don't really remember it ever coming up like outside of then. It wasn't like a thing.
Jeff, how many times has Deanne watched Dark Fate? What's he up to
Today
now?
or ever?
Yeah, right.
Because today we're at 4.
Have we lost count on ever? Is it like in the hundreds?
It's 1,400.
Jesus Christ! How is it that much time?
He purchased a brand new cell phone.
I was about to say, does he just have it on
keeps
repeat?
a loop.
That's what I thought. He just runs that shit on repeat like while
Since
he's at
November
work.
of 2019, Dion has had Dark Fate looping on his little cell phone. He bought an iPhone 10 or whatever was new back then. Just keeps playing.
What a loser.
And he's watching Dark Fate. What do you expect?
What do you expect? My foot has a knot.
Yo, after the stream, you want me to get you that foot massage you gave me?
Yes. Oh my God, yes,
Yeah,
I
see?
do.
That should have worked great. I put it on my feet under the desk a lot.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes when I was drawing.
I would like to massage my feet, please and thank you. Where are my horses? I need to make buttons. I don't have any buttons. It's not true. I have some buttons. Let's see what buttons I have. What buttons do I have?
Oh, God.
That's it. I have orgasms. That's all.
Yes, you do.
I have this. I made that all by myself. Like a million years ago. It's bad. Joey can't go to the Scarborough Fair. That's in Waxahachie, though. Waxahachie? That's not a real place.
Why would you want to Waxahachie?
Waxahachie.
There's Wapakoneta, so I'm sure there's Waxahachie.
Goatman's Bridge? What's Goatman's Bridge?
Near Denton, Texas.
Did like the Goatman go there?
The Goatman was spotted there in 1947.
Was he photographed there?
Yeah. He's not like the Mothman of
My
Youngstown, Ohio.
foot.
Or is it Portsmouth?
My foot. Why?
Where's my cake, Bedelia?
Who's Bedelia?
Bedelia, you bitch! Where's my cake?
All right, let's see what Sean has to say for himself. Doxy
Okay,
Mama,
it's
he
not all
said
his
it's your
fault.
fault. He totally said it's your fault.
You only watched Half Baked 2 weeks ago?
I've
Come
never
on.
seen it. You knew this though.
I saw it in 2000.
That's why never.
We have to watch it this April. It's one of the best stoner movies ever. It's up there with a Cheech and Chong classic.
Ooh,
It's-
Haunted Bridge. I want to go to the haunted place. How far away is the haunted place? Can we go to the haunted place?
We just have to see what we have time for.
That's true, but I want to go to the haunted place. I want to be an airborne ranger. Sleepy, you and I are going to do a 1-7 live.
We have to
stream.
actually book this Airbnb tomorrow.
Oh yeah, we really need to do
I
that.
got to tell everyone because they're all like last minute, like, yo, when are we doing our shit? I'm like, yo, my bad.
Fenris Ulf, nice name. Hey Jesse, let's rock, baby. It's a good name.
Somebody's fighting outside. Sounds like a hobo.
Sounds like a crazy person.
Yeah, they're fighting like hardcore. I want to see what.
I want to ride horses. Sweepy, let's go ride horses somewhere. I want to ride horses somewhere.
Do you want to?
Yeah.
Why don't you and Sweepy go do that one day, and the guys and I will just do our own thing.
we should
We're
do
gonna
that.
we're gonna hang out and play WWE 2K22 for a decent amount of time. So if you guys want to go off on an excursion, ain't gonna hurt my feelings. Just be back for WrestleMania.
It's Goatman. Goatman came for us. Goatman came for us. Meh. That might have to happen, Sweet Pea. She could hear it. It's Goatman. That might have to happen. I was just saying. Runs with Phantoms says, as the son of an Irish Catholic father and a Jewish mother, this St. Patty's Day / Purim and stupid special because they fall on the same day. L'Shlanta. L'Shlanta. Instead of L'chaim. L'Shlanta. Dude, right? was so stoked to see that because somebody said Happy Purim to me, and I was like, "Oh shit, when's Purim this year?" And I went and I looked it up, and I was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Oh shit." And then now it's Purim. I'm gonna fucking teach you all about Purim on 17 Live. Lucky you.
Yeah.
Baby, it's been a couple years for me too, but I would fucking love to. So let's maybe look into making that happen.
Start looking into it now.
Okay.
Guys, now's the time.
Go make it happen. Go make it happen. Ew, how does one get so gunky on top?
I don't know. The second one, the white tipped one, is terrible right now.
The white one?
Yeah, that was the one I have to pop every time.
Oh.
Also, check your PayPal.
Nice. Thank you. Then.
I'm in the background eating ice cream, folks. It's vanilla ice cream because it was on sale. Actually, not because it was on sale. We needed it for the dessert. That's why. I don't buy shit because it's on sale. I buy shit because I want it.
I mean, sometimes also we buy shit because it's on sale. Like, oh, look, that thing's on sale. That's a good excuse to buy it.
Yeah, I don't need a box of bone pops, but I got them.
Yeah.
It's funny. Like, everyone who's watching doesn't realize how interesting what's going on off camera is. Like,
Jeff's just eating ice cream. What?
You should come join me, but don't bring the camera. Come over here.
Oh, okay. I'll be back.
There you go, folks. There's some more light while Jesse's gone.
I'll be right back, guys. Apparently, it's more interesting over here.
It is more interesting over here. Am I wrong?
I mean, the most interesting part of this whole adventure is the utensil you've chosen.
I know.
This is very interesting.
Yeah. And now we'll return to the table.
Yeah. That was a good adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Glad I went on it. I learned a lot about myself.
It was a journey of self-exploration.
Doxy Mama, I too still need to see Field of Dreams. All right.
Me too.
Philip Gage, you can't leave on a fucking cliffhanger like this. Okay,
What?
there he
Guys are
finished
fine
it.
without a comma?
The irony, Philip is Hebrew for lover of horses, but and that's all it said. And then he followed up, but I'm not interested in horses. Well, that's too fucking bad.
Oh, we should convince Dion to name his next child Philip.
Yes!
You know what I'll do?
As a troll job!
Jesse, I got it. Like, dude, we love Beverly Hills Cop. I want to go, Philip! I told you that was Phil. Like, do the whole thing. You'll be like, what about Phil? Like, Phil's white. We need to do this for us. That'll convince him. You want it to happen, right?
I do.
That's how I'll get it to happen. And then we know the real reason. Because
Thank
Philip
you.
is whatever for lover of horses.
Thank you, Doxy Mama, for sending the most honored and cherished message ever to be sent on this channel. Appreciate you.
Come.
You guys are fine. Okay. In honor of Doxy Mama, what is the number one or a movie that you should have seen by now? The number one movie you would say people say you should have seen by now, but you haven't seen.
E.T. At this point, it's a choice. Like, I'm positive as a kid I fell asleep in the opening and never woke up for the end. But have seen clips of the ending. So I know I've never seen E.T. as a whole film. I have no interest in it. I don't like it. Lethal! Oh, God!
Also haven't seen that one.
I'm going to bitch about this.
I haven't seen that one either, Doxy Mama. Baby Outlaw, you haven't seen Indiana Jones?
What the fuck?
Oh, Phil's never seen the Goonies.
You can't come to the pizza party unless you...
Phil is the pizza party.
You gotta watch the Goonies because we're gonna talk about eating our weight in Godfather's pizza, and you're not gonna know what that means.
That's true. You should watch the Goonies.
It's a great movie. If you're old enough,
What's my gap? Oh, Vertigo. Yeah,
I did not know that.
yeah. And I know multiple people whose film opinions I trust who say Vertigo is their number one favorite film. many people
Like,
I know
favorite film or
like
just Hitchcock
favorite film. Period.
I've never had someone say that, but I don't disagree that it's great.
I've
just never
heard
anyway,
I've heard at
opinion.
least 2 people who have it as their favorite film. Period, and the majority of my friends have it as their favorite Hitchcock film.
I have seen it a handful of times. I would rank it towards the top. I like Dial M for Murder the best.
Put it on our list. I actually haven't
Yeah.
seen that one either.
Actually, just remind me to buy every Hitchcock movie in 4K because he's the best director ever. That's my thing. But Dial M for Murder, I really love Rear Window, but Vertigo is like, it's the Jimmy Stewart 1-2 punch. What do you pick?
The
I think I'm
Maltese
gonna-
Falcon is another one that I haven't seen that I really should.
A
Rear Window I love. That
Yeah.
one I have seen. Yeah.
Now,
I love Rear Window.
Maltese Falcon. These
That
are
might
2
be my
movies that
favorite.
I would assumed you would have seen.
Right, because they're
Actually,
very up my
the last
alley.
3 are your type
They're
of movies.
very
and I'm
much
like,
my genre. It's weird.
I'm
that I
excited to
have
show
it.
them.
I'm excited to see them because I know I'm gonna like them. There's been a bunch of these that we've crossed off where I'm like, why haven't I seen this before? Like fucking Starship Troopers. Goddamn.
You want to watch it soon again?
Yes.
You wanna know more?
definitely. Yeah, I do want to know more.
I just want to watch it because it was beautiful. That
I
was a
do
great
wanna
looking
know
disc.
what's dude, Phil, I could probably do that movie start to finish. Yeah.
Rear Window. Did you know who the? Well, you wouldn't really know who Raymond Burr is, would you? Perry Mason.
No.
He was in the first Godzilla movie too. His character's name was Steve Martin.
I saw Die Hard 1 and 2 like 3 months ago.
For Christmas.
Yeah. Greatest thing ever.
It is a great movie. Did you like him? I hope.
I'll be right back.
Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon. Moose. That was a popular t-shirt I used to sell. Maybe I'll bring it back one day. Oh, you've been watching Perry Mason on Prime. Now, is that the new Perry Mason? Which is fine if it is. I'm old school Perry Mason. Right before the channel took off, my mom would come back from work at like 11:30, and she'd be like, "You want to watch Perry Mason?" And so, like, we organically started to watch it because she was off originally, and we caught it. My grandma used to watch it, so when we'd hang out with my grandma, we'd be like, "So," she'd be like, "What's up new? What's new with everybody?" And I'm like, "Well, Grandma, we've been watching Perry Mason," and we'd fill her in on the story, and that was our thing for a minute. And then we just kept watching Perry Mason until they changed the time slot, and it's been a couple years since I've watched an episode, but I kind of want to watch some. Oh, the old Perry Mason. Fuck yeah, that's the best one. Oh, I love the theme song. And Della Street and Paul, not Paul Hogan. It's Crocodile Dundee. What was Paul Drake? Was that his name? Yeah, Doxy Mama, is it Paul Drake? Is that his name? Yeah, Phil, that he was a closeted, but he really wasn't though, because I didn't know because he died when I was like a kid, but I read a thing about his life story, how he had some young, like, Hispanic lover, maybe it was Filipino or something, but like, I thought people knew about that with Raymond Burr. Doxy Mama says Die Hard are not Christmas movies.
Yes, they are. Fuck you.
Oh
They're
shit!
Christmas movies.
Here he is.
Now
we're talking about-
Bandito, burrito. Ole. Ole. It's Pancakes Mexican identity. Caca, pancito, bandito, burrito, ole.
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 Yeah, Lethal Weapon. I'm glad you came here to defend yourself for Lethal Weapon. Dude, Lethal Weapon, Doxy Mama, Lethal Weapon is the most consistent action franchise ever. Every film franchise has a bad movie except Lethal Weapon. They're all good. 100% across the board, Lethal Weapon's a great franchise. Some are better than others, but none are bad. Like, maybe you like 1 the best. Maybe you like 2 the best. Or 3. 4 you probably like a lot, but it's not your favorite. But the first 3 are up in the air, which is the best of the 3. I wish Die Hard was as good as Lethal Weapon as a franchise. Lethal
1
Weapon
and
wins.
3 are pretty fucking tight, though.
They are.
I do like 3. Die Hard 3.
I love it. Die Hard 3 is just a slight step below Die Hard
Agreed.
1.
Because it's different enough that it's like it brings enough new shit to the table that you're like, yeah.
So,
fucking Zeus.
are you aware that Die Hard 3 was actually a different movie?
At some point, yeah, I think so.
All Die Hard sequels are other scripts that were repurposed into Die Hard films. I don't know if that's the case, and it can't be the case with the first movie because obviously it's a book. But every Die Hard sequel is another script. I find that funny.
That's funny.
Because I read about it a couple of years back when Die Hard 4 came out. Dude, IMDb, if that was still around.
Pancake, the one pancake Mary might consider dealing with. Yeah.
Ooh, then that co-worker would get a lot of texts from me. I would want to hear Axela. The Grazer is awesome. Yeah. But Samuel L. Jackson is such a good addition to each, every franchise in general. But he's great as Zeus.
Yeah, I love that character for him.
You ever notice all of John McClane's sidekicks are black dudes?
Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, it's not like a thing. It's just,
That's how diversity used to be.
Yeah,
The
McClane.
right character for the job.
Al Powell and Argyle have the best relationship with John McClane in the first movie. I mean, yeah, he's married to Holly, but they're on the outs, okay?
Yeah.
But yeah, John McClane. If anyone ever makes a commentary about Die Hard being a racist white movie, I will come to your house and punch you in the dick. McClane is the least racist guy on the planet. All of his sidekicks are black. He will die for him. Just saying. Once he and Zeus are in the thick of that shit together, he and Zeus, excuse me, they got each other's back. Remember when they had to get on that ship?
Oh, true.
That was great, man.
With the banana and the tailpipe really work. If you properly clog the tailpipe, it would work.
And all the special features on the discs they tell you, because it's like a thing with potatoes that they did in real life. They all knew about the potato and the tailpipe, but they thought banana was funnier.
It is funnier.
You're not going to fall for the banana and the tailpipe?
Bananas are part of slapstick. Chef, I did sit her a while back and make her watch Trading Places, and she loved it because it's amazing. It's a great movie.
I introduced you to that, right?
Yep. I'd seen it like on TV at some, or like with my family at one point, like a while ago, but I didn't really remember it. I might not have seen the whole thing. I know I'd seen scenes, but
it has now become one of our favorite background movies because of how much Jesse loves it. I believe we have it on 4K.
Yay.
Or no, we have Coming to America on 4K.
We should get it on 4K too.
If it exists, yeah. I want to own every Eddie Murphy movie that I like in 4K. I don't know if you feel this way, but every time I get it in a new format and it looks better, it's like exciting because it's like watching your favorite movie in a new way.
Jamie Lee Curtis's boobs.
Yeah. They were very nice in that movie.
Is that why you like them?
That movie? No. You could cut that whole scene out. I'd still love that movie the same.
She's adorable.
She's a great character. I just meant you could cut the tit scene. I don't want to cut the tit scene out, but
you don't want to cut her tits off?
No, I said cut the tit scene
don't
out.
cut her tits off, Jeff. That's not nice.
I would never. Okay.
Don't cut tits
I
off.
never have, and I never will.
Don't do it.
I won't. Don't worry.
But I might. Mary, are you out there? Mary. Mary. You have a little lamb. How white is the fleece? Snow. Snow.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I don't have any control of that. When Buffalo Jeff comes out, I'm just there for the ride.
All right.
Honestly, that's how it is. I do slip into the point where I'm just like, I don't know where I'm going. I might say some shit I might get in trouble for.
Dude,
I can't control myself.
Doxy Mama, A Fish Called Wanda traumatized me.
It's a
when I was
great movie.
child.
Holy fuck, I love that movie.
I'd have to see it again, but like it traumatized me as a child.
Add it to the list. Anytime you want to give it another shot, I'm game. It's so good.
I guess.
Oh, we should add Dirty Rotten Scoundrels to the list. That's a great comedy. It's real low. It's that one that Anne Hathaway and Rebel Wilson remade a couple years ago.
Oh,
But it's the originals, Michael Caine and Steve Martin.
nice.
Who's?
Yeah, I don't know if I want to watch the Fish Called Wanda again. I was just kind of like, I don't ever
Watch
need to
what?
see that. After I watched The Fish Called Wanda, my final thought was I never need to watch this movie again. So I don't know. You might have to convince me on that one.
No, I just watch by myself, and the rare occasion I ever want to watch it.
That's fair.
I have the urge to watch that after I watch a bunch of Monty Python and weird shit.
Fair.
Because it's just John Cleese connection.
Fun story, part of Die Hard 2 was filmed in my hometown, Alpena, Michigan, and the house Bruce stayed in was the original house of the family from the Sally Field movie, Not Without My Daughter. Did not know that. Fun
My favorite
trivia.
movie, Not Without My Asshole. Was it Not Without My Anus from Terrence and Phillip.
Oh yeah, definitely, guys. Join us for our Discord Godfather movie night next Wednesday after the matriarchy, 6 p.m. ish. We will be having a trivia afterwards, and there will be a prize. I don't know what it is yet, but it'll be a prize.
Now,
It'll be a good one.
Bill, funny story. Our current hometown, about a couple miles that way, they shot Die Hard because we could go see Nakatomi Plaza. I have.
True
It was
story.
cool. I highly recommend anyone that comes to LA, if you have an hour and a half to get here, and an hour and a half to get back,
Mike
if you're a mile away,
Joseph
go
says
see it.
Beverly Hills Cop 2 is coming to 4K disc. in a couple
Already saw that shit. I'm going to pre-order it. I don't know if I have to import it. Can we just get like a 4K steelbook set of all three with like limited edition Beverly Hills Gun Club artwork on the second one?
Coco
Signed with
Butter
Russ Fielding.
says, "Hey Jesse and Buffalo Jeff."
Hey, Coco Butter D.
Hey Coco Butter D.
Next Wednesday is tomorrow. I
No,
meant today.
next one, like not the tomorrow one, the next one, the 23rd.
Well, folks, tomorrow for you will be Thursday, so you should join us for the
St.
Forum
Patty's
St. Patty's
Forum
Day
extravaganza,
multi-racial,
multi-ethnic,
ethnic, joint
Multi-alcoholic.
task jurisdiction on organized crime.
multi-alcoholic thing.
Multiholic.
Multiholic. I don't want Walsey to move away.
Hey, look, it's a great opportunity
It is.
for
I'm
him.
happy for him.
I'm
but
happy for him,
problem is
too.
My awesome guitarist.
Jesse, you are the awesome guitarist.
I know. He's the guitarist. What is this?
I saw that Alexander the Great. That was the first Friday the 13th movie I saw in its entirety. It stuck with me because I wasn't scared. I was just confused because it was like kind of scary, but the people were foreign to me, if that makes sense. Like they were such bad actors. It's such an old movie. I hadn't seen enough stuff to really get it. And I just remember Jason kind of being scary. And the funny part is we were going to Gatlinburg. And anyone that's been to Gatlinburg, Tennessee knows once you get up into the mountains and the cabins and shit, it looks like Camp Crystal Lake. So we were up there and I'm like, I was young, but whatever.
I'm just reading this really juicy stuff. Sorry, guys. This is very spicy.
Oh, I know. Okay, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. It's the letter from the lawyer that she was
You have to tell me off air. Multi-ethnic ball massage. Sounds like a good time. Yeah, baby outlaw. Smoky Mountains are legit. I have seen a bear up there. I've had a lot of fun in the Smoky Mountains, so I want to go have more fun in the Smoky Mountains. That's just a repeat thing.
Yo, they used a Mean Girls reference in this. That's fucking tight. I'm like, yep, that's legit. We know what's up here.
I'm embarrassed that I put one in my Miss Marvel video.
I'm really pleased by this.
You know what I said? I said to quote a movie more women care about, stop trying to make Miss Marvel happen. And I was very impressed and very embarrassed with myself. Yeah, that would be fun. We should have a camp up trip. That's what we'll call it, baby outlaw. We'll camp up a mountain, get a fucking chalet in Gatlinburg in the off season. Nick's family is very prominent in Gatlinburg, so we'll get prime real estate and we will hook it up. Actually, we can make that happen real easy. If you guys wanted to make something like that happen, we'd have to have a vetting process. There's a couple people we could do this with. Dr. Coffin House could come hang out. I trust him.
Yar. I will share some of this spice with you when we're off air. I can't share it on air.
I agree with your super chat.
Go Big Burger Home says
Wait,
Halloween
no, I don't.
2018 and Halloween Kills. I liked 2018, but not Kills. What did you two think?
2018 Halloween is the Force Awakens of the Halloween franchise. Marketed on the backs of Jamie Lee Curtis, the return of John Carpenter in some form or fashion, X, Y, and Z. Just like the Force Awakens was Han, Luke, and Leia. They're back. They're back. They're back. Like the Force Awakens, we got a derivative story that retells essentially the same as the first movie. And so I didn't like that movie. I thought it let me down. The coolest, now, it does have the coolest scene in almost all the Halloween movies, though, when Michael Myers goes on that one camera shot killing spree to that bitchin' rendition of the Halloween theme. That's the movie right there for me. If that movie was more of if that movie understood itself instead of trying to introduce Dr. Sartan as the new Dr. Loomis who released Michael Myers, and it's all this Machiavelli plan, that was dumb. That was fucking stupid. You kill the Michael Myers Halloween timeline to make that bullshit. Sorry, but I ain't buying it.
Yeah, me neither.
And then you get the Halloween Kills. That movie can suck a dick. That thing's terrible. Evil Dies Tonight is uttered 47 times. It's inconsistent and it's lore breaking too. And it's trying to be deeper than it really is. Blumhouse Productions understood what they are. Halloween is a branded franchise where they're going to try to add a little layer of intellectualism to keep it around. They think everybody tries to pull out of the Star Wars playbook where it's like your film comes out, it's impactful. Star Wars threw that intellectualism right on top of it right after it came out, because there's some documented proof, folks. It wasn't 1-to-1. And then you do the same thing with Halloween. They try to add that intellectualism to keep these movies around so they can be more than just stupid franchise films. So I hope that was not a roundabout or too roundabout way of saying fuck both of those movies. In my eyes, it should go Halloween 1, 2, 3, and you can skip every other one.
Sweetie, I would definitely like to have a chat with you about Fear Street. Did you like it as well? Were you into it as well? Because if what we could do actually is even next Halloween season is we could do a live commentary with it. Yeah.
Fear Street 1994.
As an overall piece enjoyed it. I thought it was one of my number one things that I had to say is like I would say it's also a great example of a movie that has elements that you could, I wouldn't say woke, because I think woke is something really specific and has definitely gained a negative connotation, but like there are definitely very progressive elements to those films, but it's the way to do it where it's like, all right, you can have these in here and you can harp on them and be really into them if you want, but you can also totally leave them behind and they don't compromise the movie, in its entirety. So
have you read the books?
No.
Neither have I, just asking.
I have not.
I didn't realize it was a book series until after we watched.
Me neither, actually. I did not know that. But I think that not a lot of people make trilogies ever at all. And they're very ambitious, but they have the biggest payoff because it's the most epic way to tell a story. It really is, if you think about it. There's no bigger arc than that. Once you get into a fourth and a fifth and a blah, you're not telling the same story anymore. You lose it. It's something about that 3-act magic structure that does it. But there's no grander stage than the big screen, and so there's no grander way to tell a story than a trilogy, if you can again pull it off. And it also really lends itself to a good hero's journey. So the fact that this movie went on the journey to make it, or this series went on the journey to craft a trilogy and try to make it a satisfying one, I appreciated that a lot. Yeah.
Avatar with CGI dances with wolves.
Pretty much. Pocahontas,
Dude,
which is just simplified.
Avatar 1 is the highest grossing film ever made. Do you think Avatar 2 tops it?
No, not even close.
I say it does half of what the first one did. That's my crazy guess.
It will profit me more.
Yeah, you make $100.
I'll make $100.
Why don't you just call that in on Dion at WrestleMania, because we have proof that it's out, like it's coming out.
He's not going to go until it's actually out, because we had a release date before COVID too, and he's like, not until it's.
Yo, did you hear the Flash movie got pushed back a year?
No,
yeah.
Weird. That feels like it's going to kill all of its momentum.
I do. I also think it's a smart move, though.
Huh.
Robert Pattinson's Batman must have done right. Like, that movie must have checked a lot of boxes off.
Because
I've seen a couple back-end things come out. And then, long story short, I don't think they want to dilute people's memory of him. I think they want that to be the lasting impression of Batman for a while. And they look at the Flash as kind of... I could be completely wrong, but I would think that is a very strong possibility.
For me. Yeah, we heard about Scott Hall. Yeah, Jeff actually told me when he was
You've been too sweet since before this, though.
Mm-hmm.
Jesse was inducted into the Too Sweet Club at Horror Hound.
I was.
Yeah, I'm going to show Jesse Scott Hall versus Shawn Michaels from WrestleMania 10 in honor of Scott Hall. Whenever a wrestler dies, I do watch one of their matches just because it's like, oh, yeah. R.I.P. So, except Chris Benoit. Because all joking aside, I hadn't picked up the tradition yet. It wasn't a thing to do. But I just, I remember him dying, and I remember going, oh, man, that's so sad. Because you found out on Monday, and I didn't think until Thursday the news came out. But the craziest thing is, Jesse, they canceled their Monday night show and did a full Chris Benoit memorial and spent hours praising the guy, crying over his memory and his legacy. Vince had this big storyline where he died, right? Before. They canceled the storyline and he came back to TV for this memorial of Chris Benoit and all this shit. And then they find out he murdered his family. So they have to about face and ruin their entire company. That's why wrestling's sanitized and safe, because that happened. Chris Benoit didn't die. Honestly, we could trace it back to one moment. If Eddie Guerrero does not die in 2005, Chris Benoit stays balanced. They go off into the sunset as retired old guys. And they don't really sanitize wrestling. They go to the root of UFC, and it's much more violent and sexy. That's the world I want to live in.
If only. Bill in the Box is gonna hit the bed, friends. Keep fighting fake woke. You got it.
Oh, Optic Racer, I do watch Dark Side of the Ring. I'm watching season 3 right now on Hulu. I've already seen the first 2 seasons. It's a great show.
Also, Bill in the Box, thank you, by the way, for putting that out there, because this is a single moment. Woke is actually cultural appropriation, if you want to be real about it. Woke is a Black phrase that means something specific. That's not. From what I understand, it's like what people use in the men's rights stuff as being red pilled, of when you're hip to the system, when you get hip to the system, when you realize how shit works, when you stop being naive and thinking that everything is a certain way. And so it does have a level of progressivism in it. Yeah, because part of getting woke is realizing that not everything is sunshine and roses. Shit isn't fair. And sometimes it is stacked against you. Sometimes they are out to get you. And that obviously makes sense where that ties into a culture and a race pretty overtly. And so I just think it's really hilarious that the people who are the woke people now, literally your whole name for your movement is the antithesis of what you are, because you're appropriating it from the people you're purportedly championing. So thank you for calling it what it is, Bill in the Box, fake woke, because whether you do or don't like woke, what's being called at this days isn't even that. It really, we should call it what it is. It's just being whatever you want to call it, a libtard, a self-absorbed 2% Democrat. I mean, let's talk about that's really what these are. These are the 2% Democrats. That's what woke, what we're being peddled as woke culture, the social justice warriors. That's what they are. They're the 2% Democrats. They're the people who are wrapped up in the side of things that say we're liberal, we're progressive, we're this, we're that, we're the other. But they're just the same rich, privileged motherfuckers as everyone else. And they're trying to fucking deal with that in a world that says they're supposed to be the bad guy. So they have to recontextualize everything to make themselves the good guy and make everyone else the fucking bad guy so they can feel better about their own goddamn privilege. And I just say, look at yourself when you want to know what's going on. Look at what you're actually saying. They're going around trying to tell everyone else to check their privilege. It's just a clue for what's really going on inside. It's a bunch of people who don't understand what to do with their privilege because they understand that they don't fucking deserve it and they've never done anything decent with it. And so they've got to go pointing the finger at literally everyone else because it's way too hard. It's way easier than looking in a fucking mirror. Easiest way to, that's always, remember when I learned that? This is terrible. My mom never should have told me this thing. My mom told me something terrible when I was younger. She said that bullies, it's looking in the mirror, a bully, and she was trying to help me because I used to get bullied a fuck ton. I used to get the totally, I'm not beaten up because I would fight back, but I would get picked on like crazy. Called horrible names, really, really fucking bullied. And my mom would tell me things like, well, you know, don't take it personally because it's not about them. It's not about you. It's about them. Anything they say is a reflection of how they actually feel. And I picked up on that and took it to heart. And so I would listen to what they would say to me and I'd figure out how to turn it back on them and make my bullies cry. I was telling Jeff about that. I remembered this instance where I was like the king bully in the 5th grade. And I remember the day that I fucking dug into him and made him cry in front of everybody about whatever personal shit I had figured out. And then he left me alone. And I also left him alone. I didn't like keep going after him or kick him down or whatever. I was like, all right, you're done. You're ended. The end. So yeah, fun times. But yeah, just listen to what people are saying. When people are yelling and screaming and very, very upset and trying to change you, listen to how they're trying to change you because that's how they actually want to change themselves. So that's gonna be my nugget of wisdom to finish on. Unless you had something you wanted to add in there.
San Diego's high football rules.
Yeah. San Diego's high school football rules. Ooh, one last nugget.
You should stop saying nuggets.
That's what I posted on Twitter though. I had this fun experience driving to work today where there was like a fucking Nissan Leaf, which is like, all right, you think you're driving a fucking Tesla. You're not. You're in a Nissan Leaf. But they were really wanting to go fast. They were speeding, you know, and like literally every time they were about to like vroom up past me, a Prius would cut them off. It was hilarious. And I just watched that, thinking about how many times things on the road felt so personal to me and how strange it was to be sitting here watching somebody else have one of those deeply, like clearly to this person, there's no way I'm watching this happen. There's no way this person is not in this car going, why are these Priuses fucking with me today? Why have they chosen me to fuck with? And it was just such a odd experience to watch it happen to somebody else that I was like, yeah, you know, guys, whenever you feel like the universe is fucking with you, just remember it is out there fucking with someone else just as hard. There's a strange comfort in that. That's it. Yep.
Yeah.
Alrighty. That is that. Well, guys, subscribe to World Class Bullshitters, back WOKEBUSTERS, the comic. Follow me everywhere. Use my affiliate link to give me money when you download 17 Live to come check out our drunk ass St. Patty's and Purim party.
Yeah, it's a double feature.
Double holiday, double feature. 17 Live, World Class Bullshitters, back to back, both holidays wrapped into one, all the alcohols. It's going to get
Yes,
wild.
I do, Alexander the Great. I do watch that channel quite a bit.
It is going to get wild. It has been fun, Star Freakers. It's been a great one. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I love you all. I will see you guys all. The next time we'll be on the Matriarchy tomorrow on Anna's channel. That's Star Wars Girl. Make sure you follow her so that you can find us there and things and stuff. And God Empress.
And me, Jeff.